Good afternoon. Today is Friday, August 29th. It is Labor Day weekend. I am in the Bridger Wilderness in Wyoming, not too far from Lander. This road's quite an adventure. The last 10 miles, this is about as good as it gets. It's about an hour and 15-minute ride on the dirt road. It's no joke. I think 27 miles total. Coming in today from Denver, it's about 7 hours. I had to overshoot it by 30 to get gas and turn around and add 30 to it. So I added 60 miles. Another 45 minutes to mine, so I'm itching to get going. I did drive all the way up the trailhead, half mile that way, and guess what? It is full. No shocker there, so I wasn't playing games. Came back here, I probably had 7-8 cars drive by me in that time. So this is going to be a popular place. I'll be curious how many people are solo like me. This is my first time in grizzly country, so Wyoming, so something new for me right there. But all right, once I get to the actual trailhead, I'll give you photos and video of the actual signage, but I'm excited to be going. Time to get rolling. I'm now at the actual trailhead, so checking out the map. Notices, just signed in there. Yeah, right about that one, Poopy Lake. All right, lots of stuff. There's a privy here, so general look at the lot down here. So this place is packed to the gills. Again, I am a half mile that way, maybe even 3/4 of a mile. So, all right, time to go. I have a feeling this place is going to be like a competition here to get sites. Not a lot of people around, but not backpacking right now. I had a couple on the lot, so I think most people are out and probably getting their arrival soon. So I don't know how many miles I'm going to be able to get realistically day one. I think I had in my itinerary that 8 to 10. I don't see that happening, but even 6 would be nice. So we'll see. First part of this hike is in a forest. Here I go. Get just a peek where I'm going to. There are clouds, easy trail to follow. It's gonna go back in the forest for a few miles. So my goal is I'd like to at least make it to one of the major lakes, 6 miles. Hike in total is 26 and change, considering from where I parked from. So I at least want to get 6 today, because realistically tomorrow, make it a big day. It's always nice in your day out to have it be an easy out. Plus, with this many people here, I have a feeling it is going to be a little bit of chaos to get back on the highway. But oh well. Very nice being here. Haven't physically seen anyone on the trail, so I have a feeling, like I said, most people are probably in their sights by now, or just ahead of me enough to where I can't see them. So it does kind of feel like now I'm on my own, back into the woods. Second sign of the trip. Dad's Lake, Marm's Lake, Big Sandy Lake. That is a nice sized lake. Don't know the name of it, haven't seen a sign. Coming from over here. Looks like it's beginning to open up. Got backpackers coming, so I'll check it in a bit. Trail's coming from over there, still in the forest. Every now and then it peeks out like this. I know at some point it truly opens up. That's where I'm trying to make it to for today. Been interesting since my last video where I had 3 backpackers. Haven't seen anyone, and I haven't physically seen anyone camping anywhere yet. Which tells me I'm definitely only at the very beginning of this loop. Clouds are so-so. I like those ones better over there. Looks like they're coming from over here. So back into the woods. My first signs of a lake. Now I'm gonna find a camping spot. See my first tent. All right, can't camp within 100, 200 of the lakes. All right, I'm gonna do it. All right, looks great. Time to find a spot. It is just before 6 p.m. Went ahead and cracked open a cold one. Delicious. So I have my spot set up, pretty crowded here. So got my tent going over here. And I usually like to have it concealed if I can, but don't really have a choice. There's people around. I'm going to make my cooking over here. Literally just got everything going. I checked the temp. It is 51 degrees right now, so definitely cool. Bigger shot of the lake ahead of me right here. Peeking through. Big lake. Seen a bunch of people fishing it. And I get my water going over there. So I am going to have a dinner. It's sprinkled a little bit on and off, so I just took my jacket off. But pretty good evening so far. So once I get dinner going, I might check in. But otherwise, I plan on calling it a early night tonight. I watched the Nebraska game last night. That didn't get over until 11. Got up at 4 to get ready for my trip. So long day, but it felt good to go hiking today. So time to get dinner going. Have you ever wondered if pepperoni pizza would taste good in the backcountry? Let's find out. This is cheesy pepperoni bowl. So it sounded good. I'll admit I have not bought Mountain House in a long time. I'm talking a really long time. Okay, it doesn't look like something you would want to have at your prom dinner, but here we go. Tastes like a lasagna. Woo, it's hot with crust. It's actually pretty good. All right, I'm going to chill out here by the lake, eat my meal, get cleaned up. So that is why I'm eating down by here, just in case. Again, I am in grizzly country, so I'll stay away from my site as much as I can when I'm actually eating food. I felt all right preparing it. There's enough of a breeze, but it's been raining on and off the entire time, and it stopped, so I'm kind of enjoying it now. So time for dinner. Good evening. It is the night of day 1. I'm at Big Sandy Lake, about halfway in the middle of that lake, and I'm actually doing the loop in the opposite direction of what my original plan was. And I'm okay with that. Being Labor Day, maybe going against the grain might be good, but Texas Pass will be interesting because normally that's a 700-foot climb up the rocks. Now I'll be going down them. Probably actually better to go up, but we'll see. So I'm actually tomorrow, since I do want to do this in 2 nights. I don't care how long my 3rd day is. Tomorrow will be my big day, my big push day. So I'd like to be out of here 8 a.m. at the latest. I think I'll try to get some good sleep right now. You can hear it is raining, a very gentle rain, but I want to say this season, every backpacking trip I've done has been rainy. So had a good dinner, talked to some people from California. That's when I figured out, wait a minute, Big Sandy. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. But the nice thing with the loop, you can go either way. All right, I will check in with you tomorrow, and I predict it will be a cold night, but I'm ready for it, so I'm ready to get some sleep. All right, see you in the morning. Good morning. It is day 2. Just splashed some water on the face, cold water. You can see just a little bit of dew coming off the water today. And I have frost on my pack liner and tent. I definitely got cold last night. Slept good, but definitely got cold. If you did wake up and your bag was kind of open, you would readjust to it. Definitely loud last night too. A lot of people around. So I believe I'm hugging the lake and going that way today. So again, I'm doing this backwards from the itinerary I usually planned, which is why the hike in looked different to me. It seemed like I was in a forest a lot more than I thought. So, all right, I'm going to get breakfast and coffee going. Get going. Obviously a good start to the day weather-wise. And I have 2 peaks that I am summiting today. All right, breakfast is almost ready to be served. Got my water boiling right here. This will get it in like 2.5, 3 minutes. I am at altitude, so I kind of let the steam come out of like this vent right here before I'll turn it off. I'm going with Peak Refill. Is that peaches? No, it's the Mountain Berry Cobbler, one of the good ones. The nice thing about these meals is they only require 2/3 of a cup of water, so not really concerned when I've got a giant water source across from me, but when you're like desert backpacking in areas where water is limited, these are really good for that. and then I have my coffee ready to go in here. So, all right, this, I believe, is now ready to serve. Obviously, you do not want to spill once you get to this part. All right, actually, that being so cold out right now, touching a hot coffee pot actually doesn't feel bad right now. All right, got these. All right, good grip. Don't want to spill. I just kind of eyeball it, go right up to about where the food is, right there, and the rest is for my coffee. Since I am in bear country, I did go with the instant, but I do have devices where you can bring your ground, set it up, and do all that, but not out here. All right, give all this. I don't even have my koozie right now. I think I'll just let this sit for 5 minutes. It will be fine. Doesn't need to be boiling in the bag. And the coffee will cool down. So, all right, after breakfast, get packed up and start heading out on my itinerary for today. And since I am in good weather, at least for now, I'm going to try to get the 2 big passes done today. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Time to get off going for the day. Beautiful lake, nice calm conditions. Visible trail. Definitely everything is a little wet. Even my tent, everything I put away was definitely a little wet. Shook it out, did what I could. I didn't want to wait around another half hour, so I'll take care of that when I get to camp today. All right, back on trail. So today I do want to get some mileage in. 10, 12. Beautiful look though. This place is awesome. Don't see any fishing right now. All right, I believe since I'm doing it backwards, at some point I'm going to enter a really rocky area. So, time to get going for the day. And I turn the corner, and I got a mama and 2 babies right in front of me. Good example, I did not see them. That might be the dad over there. Wow, whole family. So I'll be honest, they were within 10 feet of me. Didn't see them at all. Kind of a blind corner here with the sun. Glad it wasn't a grizzly with cubs. All right, this hike so far has been all uphill. It actually went left of the lake. So I should be getting a good view here in a few minutes. Glad it's a bluebird day. All right, heading in that direction, and it feels like definitely more of a route than a trail at times. So on a trail now, but sometimes you'll come to an area where it's all rocks, and it doesn't necessarily go in this direction. Definitely in the Rocky Mountains. At some point, this should open up to a view. But definitely pretty. All right, in that direction. Beautiful lake in front of me. One camper, I believe this is, you gotta circumvent these rocks and go around. So that's where I am now, kind of picking out my area. So, beautiful morning. Yeah, I've already bumped into 5, 6 hikers coming the other way. So people are out here getting their hike on. And great start to the day. All right, time to start heading uphill. I believe I will be approaching a pass pretty soon. So I think this is going to be uphill for quite a while. So get a drink. One last good view. Time to go. I'm in a rock quarry right now, heading that way. I think it ends just over that hill. Don't know, we'll see. But beautiful lake. This one's got some green to it. Very pretty. Pretty deep right there too. Alright, I am heading in this direction. Alright, coming from over there was definitely some type 2 fun. I took my pack off. It's hard to see, but literally just over the hill. Probably the toughest part, getting through there. That's just, you're just going. Beautiful view right there, though. And the lake. Pretty. Alright, pass looks to be right over there. I think I'd rather hike up that pass and do those rocks again. So here I go. Alright, I just came from over there. Jackass Pass. Hey, that sign's new. No camping, 1 mile, Lonesome Lake. Wow. So Lonesome Lake is the one with all the human E. coli. You want to get your water from there. now I'm going over here. Here is signage. A lot of info there. All right, I'm gonna take a water break, start heading down. I'm about halfway down. Didn't take a break yet. Just figured I'll keep going. I will take a break when I'm down here. Looking at those sweet waterfalls. Really hard to see from here. See an orange tent by them. But I believe zigzags somewhere over there. So the way out's got to be beyond my point of view. But that's a big lake. All right, time to head down there. Beautiful lake. This is Lonesome Lake, which is nicknamed Poopy Lake. So this is the only area you do not want to get water from. So obviously will not be doing that. I won't even splash water on my face here, but I'm gonna take a break. So probably a third way to my trip. I am gonna try to get that other pass done today, and I think once I get done with that, start finding a good spot, and I should be in a good place. Otherwise, looks like I can do it. I do need some energy, so I'm gonna have a lunch break and relax by this peaceful lake. All right, I am taking my first water break at 1 o'clock. Packs off, feels good. Heard this and I'm like, yep. So I got it filtering right over there. Only thing I don't like is I heard thunder about 5 minutes ago. It's pretty thick over there. So I'm going this way. So I will have to take a good look before deciding if I'm going to commit to doing the climb and the other side that's all rock, because I'm sure that's about 2 hour total time right there. So feels good to have a little break. I'm going to give that a good 5 minutes, fill up my bottles, drink one now really good. So I'm going to try to get really hydrated. All right, not good. I've been in this forest for a half hour and I'm like, I've been in here for a long time. I've been following a horse trail, and unfortunately that is not it. So I'm going to backtrack a half hour, go back probably closer to where I got my water. It's got to be around there. But I do recall seeing a sign. So, all right, time to backtrack. All right, I was here 2.5 hours ago. Lonesome Lake. Beautiful. Took a break right over there. Trail goes around it this way. There's a little intersection. I missed it because I didn't come all the way over to there. But wow, no sign, but just an intersection. So here's the trail. Found it. Back on it. Now I really tired myself out, and I'll have to take a look at this pass here, but hopefully I'll see it, 30 to 45 minutes. This whole hike up sucks. It's 10 to 15%. Burn scar, not too old. Coming from the trail down there. First area, I've been able to stop, catch my breath. So still going. Wow, this is steep. All right, gotta get there. Multiple false summits, so that went on forever. It's now almost 5. Here I am. Just got to get through the snowfield, over the top, and then the descent down. So I'm going to fill up on some water and get this done. All right, time to get down. All right, coming from up there, definitely a trail, steep. Just gotta do it step by step. Go down. I'm gonna say I'm halfway. So, feeling good so far. Halfway down. I will be looking forward to being on flat trail. All right, that is a legitimate hike right there. I would say it's much easier to go up this and go down what I originally came up, because once you're at the top of this, it is downhill. Unlike the other direction, it's a constant uphill. Looks really rocky. There is a trail on it. So now I'm down here. I'm going to be going in that way. As soon as I round that corner, I'm looking for a spot. It's 5:45. Good evening. It's about 7:30. An eventful day. I figured I went 6 miles in the technically I guess you could call it the wrong direction, so I got to explore more. So it made it a little harder energy wise, but not feeling too bad. So I didn't have a lot of options for spots, so I am at a high point. You can hear the thunder. So I'm going to go with a liquid lunch dinner tonight, because I think it's going to start raining at any minute. Don't want to get all that out, so I can at least have that. So I will have that before going to bed tonight, get my stuff charged. Since I did add those extra miles, I didn't get as far as I wanted to right now. So I have a good 10-mile hike tomorrow to get out. So tomorrow will be a busy day as well. But all right, time to have some food and get ready for bed. Good morning. It's about 7 a.m. Temp 37 degrees outside. Here's my site from last night. So I came from over there, Texas Pass, other side, 3/4 of a mile. Beautiful lake. It was raining and thunderstorming when I got here. So when I turned that corner, I was basically, I'm getting a spot, don't care. So it's pretty, but it's obviously very, very exposed. So step back. Trails over here. Usually you don't want to get too close to the trails, but I also want to be 200 feet from the water. So it's a picturesque spot, but the wind blew all night long. So we made it through. We're all right. All right, so this morning I got all my stuff laid out. You can tell I've got frost and a lot of stuff. Whoops, my drink. So this is going to dry out when I'm getting water and stuff like that. I'm a good spot to put here. But you can see, yeah, got a little bit of frost last night. So stayed warm, brought good gear for it. Adds weight, but worth it. So even up here, you can still see I have water droplets from the storm. And yeah, that's water. So, all right, I'm going to get water, get myself ready to go. Probably going to forego coffee in that. Have liquids and just basic foods. Not really worried about it. I think as long as I have stuff to drink today, I'll be just fine. So, all right, time to get packed up. I'm about 20 minutes into my hike. I just ran into two rangers, two female rangers. They were staying out here. Beautiful lake. I've actually passed like 3 lakes in a row. They're all connected. Heading in that direction. Haven't had my first direct sunlight yet. Very quiet out here. I can smell campfire. I think the other side is over there. So definitely wet. You can tell it rained last night. A lot of these little areas are filled in. But I'm wearing my leggings because it's gone through the thicker stuff. Still has frost, water and everything. So hopefully this will all burn off the next hour and a half or so. But all right, heading in this direction after talking to the rangers. It's about a 12-mile hike. So today's going to be a full extended day, but I'm going to enjoy it out here. Another great view. Sun is out. It's still in the forest. Lots of people camping out in these areas, going in the opposite direction. So I just bumped into a fly fisherman who was telling me that these streams right here are where he's having the best luck. Pretty easy, versus the lakes are a little more difficult. So there's your crossing. Also told me it's still probably about 12 miles to go. So it's gonna be a long hike today. But now, for the first time I would say, since I am going counterclockwise, I actually do feel like I'm heading in the right direction without even looking at a map. It just feels like I'm hooking around. So I like that. Trail's easy to follow, it's open. So onward this way and just for another 12 miles. All right, almost 2 hours in my hike today from the lake areas. First sign of the day, so I'm still heading in the direction over there. Getting some puds, pointless ups and downs, but great day out here. Bumped in about 10 people so far, so tons of people out here. About 3 hours of the hike, time's going by pretty fast. And next lake is coming up. So I believe this hike eventually does get more forested. As of right now, easy to follow trail, very open country. This is the most open it's been of the entire hike so far. So, all right, quick little break. Still have half of that to go. Got 1 bottle left. No problems there. So I'm heading off to the next lake. All right, next lake in view. So this part of the hike so far, floater miles, feels good. Great weather. I've now bumped into probably 15 people coming the opposite direction, so I can tell where people have been camping. This is obviously man-made above this. So continuing, one lake at a time. You can barely make out some little baby trout minnows in here. So obviously the creek flows into there. Comes from up here, it probably don't get too much further. Good little spot for a water break. Beautiful. You can tell I'm going to start going uphill here pretty soon. So I'm going to kind of, just get wetted up, get ready to go. But again, great day so far, getting good miles in. So I've seen videos of this lake, again coming from the other direction. Nice beach area. This one's really, really big. If I was going to fish, this would be one I would probably do. Hike comes in from over here. It's pretty deep to be over here. Nice weeds, yeah, you could go out there a little bit. Yeah, this would be a good fishing lake. All right, so trail heads that way. Just made it to the next junction. That was Dad's Lake he just passed. Part of the Continental Divide Trail, and Big Sandy is where I'm heading to. Hard to read the one above it, Mirror Lake and Donald Lake. All right, taking a sip break. So big meadow in front of me. Why the hike? Tons of people coming the other direction. I bet you I'm up to like 50 so far. A lot of them have dogs. So, all right, we should be entering the forest in a bit. Next trail sign. So I'm still headed to the Big Sandy openings. Guessing 4 miles. Definitely in the forest now. Although it does open up. It's actually, with my leggings and what I'm wearing, getting hot now. Definitely been some work in here. Beetle kill. Forest Service has come through, cleared it all. So, well taken care of, but definitely the first or second really damaged area of the forest where you're actually hiking through. But even with that, still pretty cool. All right, moving along. Little shade, little sun, one step at a time. Next major intersection, tons of signs here. Diamond, Campground, Big Sandy. All right, I will get out my phone app on this one because there's a lot to see. But I believe I'm going that way. All right, I made it back. Good 12.5, 13 mile hike today. So here are final signs I didn't get videos of when I came here because I had people everywhere. I'll get a couple now. There's some basic info. So there's a lot of additional trails here. So you could come back, do different trails. Yeah, look at that one. There's the one privy. Okay, thought I smelled smoke. All right, so I had to park far away. I'm actually way over there, half mile. So, all right, this will end the trip. Great trip, highly recommend it. Thanks for watching.